White Deer, USA. Aunt Greenleaf was a thin old ghostly woman. She lived in a hut surrounded by pines and sold herbal remedies to the folks in her town. People consulted her only when someone got sick because of her home remedies worked too well to be natural, so they called her a witch. The folks figured that she had to have help from the devil. Once a large, pure white deer was seen roaming in the woods at night. Many people tried to hunt it, but could not catch it, so they began saying it was a phantom deer. Around that time, several misfortunes occurred in the town, and the folks blamed them all on the phantom deer. There was a farmer who managed to shoot the deer with 3 silver bullets. The deer jerked upright and ran away. The hunter tracked it to Aunt Greenleaf's hut. The next day, the farmer learned that Aunt Greenleaf was ill. From the moment she was ill, all the misfortunes stopped. Soon, Aunt Greenleaf died, and the doctor told that he found 3 silver bullets in her spine. After the death of Aunt Greenleaf, the phantom white deer was never seen again. Domingos Cat Brazil. Once upon a time, there was a man named Domingo who was so poor that he had to sell one thing after another to get food in order to keep from starving. Finally, there was nothing left except his cat, whom he loved dearly. The cat promised that Domingo would never starve as long as they were together. The cat went out into the forest, dug the soil, and found many silver pieces. He took them to the king. Next day, he dug up the pieces of gold and carried them to the king. Next day, he carried the pieces of diamonds. The king asked who was sending those gifts for him. The cat replied that they were from his master Domingo. The king decided to marry his daughter to rich Domingo. He made arrangements for the wedding through the cat. The cat arranged for Domingo a beautiful palace that had one room decked with silver, one decked with gold, and one decked with diamonds. A beautiful river flowed by the garden gate. Domingo and the princess were happily married, but the cat was never seen again. The cat disappeared in the forest and went to make some other poor man rich. The Entangled Mermaid, Netherlands. Long ago, some beautiful mermaids were having a party. Just then, a young merman arrived and told the mermaids that humans had decided to turn the river into a canal and build a dike that should keep out the ocean. All the mermaids were worried except the queen maid, who doubted the merman and sent him back. After the party was over, the queen slept soon. The next morning, she noticed that the water had fallen low. She saw a dike and fences. She was horrified and tried to clamber over the top and get through the fence, but her hair got entangled between the bars. Soon her long hair was all twisted up in the timber. When the humans saw her, they caught her and put her in a big water tank. She was put on shore. She could not survive longer and finally died. Then her skin was stuffed and glass eyes put in, where her shining orbs had been. The body was mounted in the museum. So the mermaid, all because of her entanglement in the fence, was more famous when stuffed than when living, while all her young friends and older relatives were forgotten. Black, Brown and Grey, Ireland. One day, when Malcolm Hale chose 3 boys named Black, Brown and Grey to guard his castle. All 3 of them did their job sincerely. When all had risen in the morning, Finn asked them if they had any wonderful incident to tell him after the night's watching. Black told that he encountered some thieves and cleverly bought Finn's magic cup back from them. Brown told that he brought the stolen magic knife from thieves. Finn was greatly impressed with them, but Grey told that he encountered an old witch and killed her. After that, her 3 giant sons arrived and he killed 2 of them, but the third escaped. Finn was afraid that the third giant would bring trouble on them. One day, Finn and his companions went hunting and met a red-haired man. The man took them to a temple and fastened them to the seat. He was the third escaped giant and had come to avenge his mother and brother's death. Finn blew a loud whistle with his mouth, which was heard by his warriors. Soon they arrived and killed the giant. All were happy, and they returned to the castle.
Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.